Welcome back to WC Coin World, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of coins. In today's video, we'll be exploring a coin that played a significant role in American numismatics, the 1927 1-cent wheat penny. This little piece of history has so much more to offer than meets the eye, and we're going to dive into every detail, from its design and production to its mintage numbers and historical significance. The 1927 wheat penny is part of the famous Lincoln cent series, which began in 1909 to celebrate President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. The design of the penny was created by sculptor Victor David Brenner, whose portrait of Lincoln graced the obverse of the coin. It was a design that would come to be known as iconic, and it has remained one of the most recognized coins in American history. But while the Lincoln design was celebrated for its artistic quality, it was the reverse design of the wheat penny that would eventually make the coin a lasting symbol of American numismatics. The reverse of the coin features two stalks of wheat, standing on either side of the words E pluribus unum and the denomination 1 cent. The wheat design was intended to symbolize the nation's agricultural strength, and the simplicity of the design helped it become one of the most beloved coins ever issued by the U.S. Mint. Now, let's focus specifically on the 1927 wheat penny. By the time the 1927 coin was issued, the Lincoln cent had already been in circulation for nearly 2 decades, and changes were being made to the mint's operations. One of the most important factors to consider when discussing the 1927 1-cent wheat penny is the mintage numbers and the role that mint marks played in determining the rarity and value of the coin. The U.S. Mint produces coins at several different locations, and each facility has a unique mint mark that is stamped onto the coin. The mint marks on the 1927 wheat penny are no exception, and they give us insight into the production and distribution of these coins. The 3 main U.S. Mint facilities producing coins in 1927 were located in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Let's start with the Philadelphia Mint, which was the primary producer of the 1927 Lincoln cent. It's important to note that the coins produced in Philadelphia typically do not carry a mint mark, making them easier to identify in comparison to the ones produced at the other facilities. The Philadelphia Mint produced the largest number of 1927 pennies, with a total mintage of over 247 million coins. This large mintage made the 1927 Philadelphia wheat penny one of the more common coins in the series, and it has remained readily available to collectors over the years. Moving on to the Denver Mint, which is known for its production of coins in the western part of the United States. The 1927 Denver wheat penny carries a D mint mark on the obverse of the coin. The 1927 D penny had a much smaller mintage compared to the Philadelphia coins, with just over 20 million coins being produced. This lower mintage makes the 1927 D wheat penny more desirable to collectors, especially those seeking a more rare and historically significant coin from this period. Finally, we come to the San Francisco Mint, which produced a smaller number of 1927 pennies as well. The 1927 S penny is marked with the S mint mark, and it had a total mintage of just over 8 million coins. This made the 1927 S penny one of the least common of the 1927 wheat pennies, and its rarity makes it a highly sought-after piece for numismatists. The difference in mintage between the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco coins plays a crucial role in the value of the 1927 wheat penny. Generally, the 1927 Philadelphia coin is the least valuable of the 3, while the 1927 D and 1927 S coins are often priced higher due to their lower mintages and relative scarcity in the market. However, it's important to note that coin condition also plays a critical role in determining value, and a well-preserved example of any of these coins can fetch a premium price. Beyond mint marks and mintage numbers, we also have to consider the historical context in which the 1927 wheat penny was produced. The 1920s were a time of significant economic growth in the United States, often referred to as the Roaring Twenties. This was an era of prosperity, industrialization, and cultural change, and the coinage of the time reflected the optimism and ambition of the nation. The 1927 wheat penny was produced just a few years after the end of World War I, a time when the United States was emerging as a global power. The country was enjoying a period of economic expansion, and the mint was working hard to meet the increasing demand for coins. During this time, the production of pennies was particularly important, as the 1-cent piece was widely used in everyday transactions. From buying a loaf of bread to paying for a bus ride, the widespread circulation of the 1927 wheat penny means that millions of these coins passed through the hands of ordinary Americans during a time of great change. One interesting aspect of the 1927 wheat penny is that it was part of a series that continued to evolve throughout the 20th century. The Lincoln Cent series saw several design changes over the years, with new versions being introduced to reflect changes in the country's economy, society, and politics. But the 1927 penny, with its classic wheat reverse and portrait of Lincoln, remains one of the most enduring symbols of American coinage. The 1927 wheat penny also holds significance as a collector's item due to its relatively low cost and wide availability. The coin has long been a favorite among beginners and experienced collectors alike. The fact that the 1927 penny was produced in large quantities means that it can often be found in average circulation grades, such as good or very good. However, well-preserved examples in higher grades, such as extremely fine or MS 65, are much rarer and more valuable. In addition to the general circulation of the 1927 wheat penny, it's important to mention that the coin was also used in various special packaging and sets throughout the years. For example, the 1927 penny was included in several coin sets issued by the U.S. Mint, such as the proof sets of the 1930s. These special sets often contained coins in pristine, proof-like condition, and they provided collectors with an opportunity to obtain higher quality examples of the 1927 penny. These proof coins are often much rarer and more valuable than their regular circulation counterparts. As we move through time, the 1927 wheat penny continues to be a popular item for numismatic enthusiasts. Its rich history, combined with the allure of its design and the intrigue surrounding its various mint marks, ensures that it remains a highly collectible coin. Whether you're just starting your collection or are an experienced numismatist, the 1927 wheat penny is a coin that is sure to captivate your interest. Before we wrap up today's video, let's take a moment to reflect on just how much history is embedded in this humble penny. From the hands of everyday people during the Roaring '20s to its place in the world of modern coin collecting, the 1927 wheat penny has seen and experienced much. It has traveled through time, bearing witness to a nation's growth and change, and it continues to fascinate those who appreciate its historical significance. In conclusion, the 1927 1-cent wheat penny is more than just a coin. It's a snapshot of a pivotal time in American history, a testament to the skill and artistry of those who designed and produced it, and a symbol of the country's agricultural strength. Whether you're drawn to it for its historical value, its aesthetic beauty, or its role in the larger context of American numismatics, the 1927 wheat penny remains a beloved piece of the nation's coinage legacy. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the 1927 1-cent wheat penny. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to WC Coin World for more content like this. We'll see you in the next one.